Do y'all think that the princess is Clayface? Spoilers if you aren't up to date with Creature Commandos. After 5 episodes, we finally got introduced to Clayface. And we found out that Clayface killed and replaced the professor that confirmed Cersei's theory. I'm not quite sure if that confirms that he's not the princess, so let's talk about it. The first thing we have to consider is whether or not this premonition is true. Me personally, I think it is. The real question is, has the princess been on this path since we met her? Is this some Shakespearean tragedy where the action from the premonitions turn her into this? I did peep that in this scene, Gorilla Grodd is behind her. I've seen a lot of theories saying that perhaps he is controlling her. Something about this scar suggests to me that it's actually an attack that puts her on this path. It's tough because her actions so far can be seen both ways. You can interpret her interest in Rick Flag as sus and her weaponizing her sexuality to ensure that she has a very powerful ally with connection. We can also interpret it as she thought he was fine. This is Frank Grillo. That being said, there are so many moments where I feel like the princess's mask slips. When we're introduced to the princess, she seems very sweet and unassuming, like a leader who just wants to take her small country into the next century. Then that brings up the question, why is Cersei going so hard? This country is not John Blaze, you know what I mean? Back to the princess potentially being Clayface. What would she gain from confirming Cersei's premonition? Maybe instead of this being a product of America and the Creature Commandos coming to betray her, this was her plan all along, and she just needed a villain in her own story to justify her turning up. And her taking the time to endear to Rick Flag and to the rest of the Creature Commandos, including Nina, who's very sweet, will cause a rift in the team that will help her win. And honestly, I don't know, and I think that's what I like the most about this story. Let me know what you think in the comments below.